of steam. These issues have been bubbling for far too long. I'm sorry, but I got burned too many times. So I'm moving on to a hot new stove from Quartz. I met him online and he doesn't mind doing all the cooking.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz.
No, it's not my fault. Don't try to gaslight me.
Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Welcome back to WFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Coates and Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene. On Thursday, December 18th, 2025, the Belle Correctional Facility hosted its annual Family Day. The day recognized the vital role that families play in the rehabilitation and reintegration process of inmates. Strong family connections encourage positive change, personal responsibility, and emotional well-being. By opening their doors, the Belle Correctional Facility affirms their commitment to maintaining those bonds and fostering an environment where growth, understanding, and second chances are possible. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Basketball Federation, SVGBF, successfully concluded the 2025 National Basketball Championship with an exciting finals match, closing ceremony, and trophy presentation at the New Montrose Hard Court on Sunday, December 21st. Beckway United faced off against Vianusville Heat Seekers, with the Heat Seekers emerging victorious, securing the 2025 National Championship title. Also, the closing ceremony recognized outstanding performances and exemplary sportsmanship throughout the competition. Special awards were presented to Jermaine John of Beckway United for MVP of tournament and Best Defensive Player, Zane Welsh of Players Leo Lions for Most Improved Player, Elroy Joseph of Heat Seekers for MVP of Finals, and Cyan Hill Pacers as the most disciplined team. The teams that emerged at the top were: in first place, Arnoldsville Heat Seekers, second place, Beckway United, and third place, Players Youth Academy. Still on the local scene, police on December 21st, 2025, arrested and charged Devon Hoyt, a 47-year-old security guard of Georgetown, with 2 counts of wounding. According to investigations, the accused unlawfully and maliciously wounded a 47-year-old caretaker of the same address by striking her about the body with a broomstick. He was also charged with biting the 47-year-old caretaker on her thumb. The offenses were committed in Georgetown on December 19th and 20th. Hoyt appeared before the Serious Offenses Court on December 22nd and pled guilty to the offenses. He was remanded into custody until January 5th, 2026 for facts and sentencing. On to news in the region. St. Lucian police are investigating a suspected drowning of a 37-year-old man from Vieux-Fort at Ile Pirata Beach. The deceased was identified as Gillian Garib. Authorities said officers attached to the police marine unit in Vieux-Fort received information around 2:30 p.m. on December 21st regarding a possible drowning at the beach and immediately began searching the surrounding waters. At around 3:45 p.m., the body was located a few feet from the shoreline and was recovered from the water by relatives. The St. Lucia Fire Service transported the body to St. Jude Hospital, where Garib was pronounced dead. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. A Jamaican-born pastor at a church in Brooklyn, New York, has pled guilty in federal court to a tax evasion scheme. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, said that Paul Mitchell, 60, the lead pastor of Changing Lives Christian Center in the East New York section of Brooklyn and the president of the church's educational daycare, pled guilty to a criminal information, charging him with 1 count of tax evasion. According to court filings, Mitchell, who resides in Long Island, New York, was the founder of both the church and the educational daycare center. The DOJ said that between 2015 and 2022, Mitchell used the organization's credit cards to pay for his personal expenses. He also wrote checks from the church's bank accounts to pay his own credit card bills and personal income taxes. As a result of his conduct, the DOJ said he caused a tax loss of about US $2.9 million to the Internal Revenue Services, IRS, and about US $316,699 to New York State between 2015 and 2022. Mitchell faces a maximum penalty of 5 years in prison, restitution, and fines of up to $250,000. On the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has said the U.S. will keep or sell the crude oil contained on tankers it has seized off the coast of Venezuela, as well as the vessels themselves. The U.S. president's comments came as Washington continues to pressure the South American country's leader, Nicolas Maduro, to stand down. The Trump administration has accused Venezuela of using oil revenues to fund drug-related crime, while Caracas has condemned the seizures as piracy. At Venezuela's request, the UN Security Council is set to hold an emergency session on Tuesday to discuss what the government has described as ongoing U.S. aggression. Finally, in sports, Liverpool manager Arne Slot has said Alexander Isak faces a couple of months out injured after a reckless challenge by Tottenham defender Mickey van der Ven. Isak sustained a fracture to his left leg following a sliding tackle from van der Ven as he scored for the Reds in a 2-1 win at Spurs. The Sweden international had an operation on what Liverpool described as an ankle injury that included a fibular fracture. Liverpool will host Wolves on Saturday. This has been VFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Shanika Stapleton. Join us again at 3 o'clock for VFM's 3 p.m. news. VFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Listen, I don't know how to cushion this anymore. We've been uncomfortable for a long time and you've been sagging in support. After so many rough patches, it seems we've grown so far apart. So, I'm moving on to a brand new living room set from Quartz. It's got more curves and is sectionally attractive.
Say goodbye to your old furniture and hello to new ones from Quartz.
It was just love at first sight.
Quartz, bringing Christmas home.